This is a picture of the old depot. For those who have not seen it yet, pass it back that way. This is the inside of an old general store that was up here on the right. Where's the other old picture somebody has? That is that building right there. The train depot stopped here in 1889, and it was right over there on that site. So I'm just passing around a picture of that old depot that's got flat rock on it, and it's sat right over there. The town was incorporated in 1926. Now, Saluda was incorporated before that, but then in 1903 the General Assembly took Saluda away from Henderson County. So Saluda would have been our second incorporated town, but then Polk County took it from us. So we ended up, East Flat Rock then was our second incorporated town, but if you're chronologically speaking, our third. So it was incorporated in 1926. Perry Walker began development of the town around the mill and the train depot. The Step and Walker store, that building you're seeing right there, was built in 1898. And it was called the Step and Walker store. Mother Earth News bought it when it quit being a store. When was that, Suzanne? 60s, 70s?
Yeah.
Well, they took the old store out, they made it Mother Earth News, and they put in this modern glass, which you would think Mother Earth News would have known better. But it could be historically restored. It is empty right now. Now, Miss Nellie and Edith Hart lived in apartments above the store. So they walked to school each day from there to teach. The first bank and trust was right there, and you're passing that picture around. That was built in 1923. The building up on the right that was Hill's General Store by Charles Hill, that I'm passing a newspaper clipping around, was built in 1925. A lot of these homes, if you drive through that black community back up in there, and you drive down through there, you're going to see some beautiful old Victorian homes that were built in the early 1900s, and I guess the last ones would have been built before the Depression, so we're talking about 1898 up until the Depression hit. And if you have time, if we want to walk this way, I want to show you a house that was beautifully restored. There's a house right there. If you want to walk up there, that's fine. If you want to cross the street and go stand on the sidewalk and look at that house was the home of Perry Walker, who developed the town of East Flat Rock. And he built that house in 1906. And later on, when he moved from there or died, I don't know which, I've got to look all that up. I don't know all that history. But my great-grandmother, Annie Edney Clark, Sam, her husband had died, and my grandmother was living down here in Orchard, so they bought that place from the Walkers and put my great-grandmother in it, and she lived there till she died in the late 50s, and then my great-uncle lived in it, and they never messed it up, and then he didn't have any kids, and when he died, the people that bought it historically renovated it. So you can go over there and look at that house, and it looks like a 1906 house. They did a beautiful job of historic renovation on that house. There are other old homes as old down that way, but some of them are in better shape than others, and some have been messed up badly. But if you would like to see that before we leave, you're more than welcome. And driving to the cemetery, make sure you follow Sam. We're going to cross the tracks, make an immediate right, and it sneaks up on us. And the road going into it's kind of bumpy and bad and not kept up. It's the Black Cemetery. We can pull up in there, but it's tricky. Okay?
Is there space on the side of the road?
There's no space on the side of the road.
Is that between the road and the railroad track, the cemetery?
Yes, it's on the right.
What is that road again?
Highland Lake Road. We're going down to Highland Lake Road. We're going to make a left, then we're going to, after we do the cemetery, we're going to Hiram King James cabin. Okay.